Hey girl, hey. I saw you come in there first, Fernanda. I love it. Hi Josh, how are you? What's new? Hi Silver Girl. Hi Michelle. Hi Becky. Hi Fallen. Hi Barrett. Nice to see you. Hi Ashley. It's so amazing to see you guys. You made it just in time. We are doing Who Shuffles Your Cards tonight. Things can go any direction, Fernanda. I know. Tonight we're going to be talking about the Chariot. Now we were supposed to talk about the Chariot a couple of weeks ago, but this is divine timing. I think there's a reason why we're talking about the Chariot today and not 2 weeks ago. And we'll see if there's time to pull a card or two, but I think we need to talk about the Chariot. The Chariot is all about conflict resolution. It's about victory. It's about moving ourselves forward. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Jill. How are you today? How are you doing? I think we have a lot to talk about because, the energy right now is quite intense. Thank you, Lindsay. Hi, Sofries. Hi, Vian Yoga. Hi, Mike. How are you? It's so nice to see you guys. Hi, Rosie. So how is everybody feeling today? Because I know that the energy is intense. The energy is very pop-offish. Hi, Pamela. How are you? You're doing well, Mike? Great. So glad to hear it. Hi, Christy Lee. I'm well, thank you. How are you? You're feeling sad, Barrett? Why? Hi, Smokey. Hi, Mel. Thank you. My kitty kitty shirt. It's very me. Hi, Cindy. Yeah, see, that's what happens. You detach your energy and they come running back, right? Roxy, bad 24 hours. I'm sorry to hear that. You're feeling the energy, Ashley? Hi, Debbie. How are you? You're welcome. I'm glad you're doing well, Pamela. Spring is here. Yes, you're feeling emotional, Rosie. You've been crying all day, Becky. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys some things, and I think you're going to be able to identify. You're feeling stuck. Okay. Hi, Maria. Yes, totally weird energy. I'm going to tell you something about Kelly yesterday. Hello, good afternoon. Hi, Lonnie. Hi, Jocelyn. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Saint. How are you? It's lovely to see you. It's going really well, Lonnie. Hi, Veronica. Yes, TTP. TTP bracelets. Invoices went out. I'm going to send them out as soon as I possibly can to you. I'm so excited. Hi, Armin. What does it mean when you feel cold after you talk to a new love? Oh, so you were getting some vibes. Hi, Amanda. Well, I mean, sometimes you get those chills, right? Those like Kundalini awakening. It makes you feel cold, but you're not really cold. You're kind of feeling that person, right? You know, that connection, that kind of like, not butterflies. You don't want to have butterflies with somebody per se. You know? You want to have like that connection, but not like butterfly, if that's even a word. It's the idea that, oh, hi, Gretchen. Gretchen hasn't been on camera in a while. It's the feeling of like the Kundalini, the awakening, the chills, right? Lonnie, I've been making crystal bracelets. My first bracelet is the Trust the Process bracelet. It's TTP. It's amethyst and howlite. Yeah, Gretchen hasn't made an appearance in a while. Oh, there's her tail. Usually it's Jimmy's tail swinging all over the place. Oh, the sacral chakra be buzzing. Yeah, there's a lot of feisty, hot passion in the pants energy. I'm not gonna lie. I told you about me watching Bridgerton the other day. Nothing even was happening, and I was like, oh, man, I was having a hard time. But that's a whole other class. Hi, Andrea. How are you? Hi, my journey. Okay, so Gretchen is doing her kitty ASMR for us. So if you hear a cat purring, that's obviously her. Well, buddy, I don't know. We're going to talk tonight. We're talking class, actually. Class is in session. Teacher hat is on tonight. We're actually here to talk who shuffles your cards. I know we're a couple weeks late, but this episode is actually all about the Chariot and moving forward. Hi, Deb. So I will post this on YouTube if anybody wants to watch this later, or you want to catch up or re-listen to something or a concept. Hi, B for Greenlight. How are you? So we're here to talk about the Chariot, and the Chariot is a few things. It's moving forward, it's conflict resolution, and it's also victory. And so I guess the question that I'd like to ask you guys, yes, sure, is my students are ready. I love it. Yes, this is class tonight, Amanda. Yeah, and I post everything to YouTube. So if you want to catch up on my lives, you want to re-listen to something, feel free. Hi, Milo. I'm doing very well today. How are you? So let me ask you something about the energy right now. How many of you, in particular, yesterday, maybe the day before, hi, Lucia, is feeling a little bit feisty? And I don't mean necessarily passion in the pants. Hi, Sunny. Hi, Nick. I mean a little pop-offish. Anybody feeling a little bit moody? Anybody feeling like they want to burn it all down? I admit that yesterday I did not have one of my finest moments. I think I let myself get a little bit triggered, which doesn't happen often. And I think I just kind of had a moment of like, you know what? I'm just going to like burn it all down. And if I could say the words on TikTok right now, I would explain it, and it would give you a one-word explanation of how I was. Something kind of triggered me, and I just acted like a total, you know what, which is very rare. So just gonna be honest with you guys. Obviously, when it happens to me, just like it would be when it happens to you, you guys are always so open. And I think what I was doing was I was in self-preservation mode. You know, I was scared. I'm making some major changes in my life right now. And when you make big decisions for yourself on your own, sometimes it gets a little bit scary. Totally, Lonnie, totally. Every expletive imaginative. So I'm human, totally, MJ. I'm human, definitely. You know what's interesting? You guys keep me accountable, and I love that. What I do here every day with you guys is what keeps me totally grounded, right? You guys know I'm very patient. I'm very easygoing. It's very rare for me to ever really kind of go to that point. Hi, Diana. But I did have a moment, and I keep you accountable, Lonnie, and you guys keep me accountable. That's why we're in it together. That's why we're family, right? Hi, Katie. Hi, Diana. So the energy is very burn it all down. And I think here's what my thoughts are. And that is this Aries season, right? Hi, True Love. This Aries season is all about do first, think later. We can't overthink everything. We can't, know every possible detail. Hi, Melinda. We can't just know every possible detail. Sometimes we've just got to let go. And I've been saying this a lot lately. Isn't it exhausting to just fight yourself? Like, it's so exhausting to fight. And we all have to learn to let go. And just when you think you've let go, something gets thrown at you where you need to let go even more and more. And when you don't get it and you don't learn the lesson, all the universe does is throw more things at you. Yeah, Roxy. And this is what I always say to you about love connections. How many rounds do you want to go? Like, how many rounds? If it's not serving you and there's no reciprocation and no equal giving and receiving, why do we do it? Why are we over giving? Why are we trying to force something to fit? And then we end up in these conflicts. And I want to tell you guys how I handled this yesterday. So I was with somebody in my kitchen, and we were talking about this decision that I'm making, and talking business. And all of a sudden I was triggered by something, and I just was, I was not nice. I was not nice. And there was the honk outside that confirmed that. The universe was like, no, you weren't. And I was very cold. And I just pretty much was like, okay, well, how about you work on this later? I'm like walking to the door. I'm like ready to turn on the light. I'm ready to open the door. I'm ready to shut the door. I'm just like in a mode because something just kind of triggered me. And I was not being, very easygoing, right? And the person was like, are you okay? Like, I've never seen you like this. They were so worried about me because they were just like, I've never seen you like this. This is not you. And so conflict resolution. How can we handle situations like this? Well, one, in my mind, as soon as they left and I sat down and I went, uh-oh, like that was not nice of me. So I was already self-aware of it the moment that I did it. Actually, while I was doing it, I was already self-aware of it, but I couldn't kind of stop myself, couldn't control it. And I sat down and I was like, okay, number one, did the person deserve it? It wasn't totally their fault, to be honest with you. Yes and no. Yes and no. It was kind of just a triggering. I think what they were going through, what they were saying almost like triggered me and my worries. I think I picked up on that energy and I let it kind of get to me. They were having a bit of a rough day themselves. Not that they were behaving badly. They weren't. It's just I picked up on that energy, and then all of a sudden I started to internalize and I started to think about, things that could go wrong in making a major decision like this. Hey girl, hey, how are you, Lena? And so I just picked up on that energy and I just all of a sudden just projected it. Honestly, that's what I did. And I kind of wanted to burn it all down out of self-preservation. It was easier for me to just be like, okay, I'm going to burn it all down and protect myself. Yeah, the fear kind of got to me because what if I make a crazy move? What if? But then I also remind myself it could be the best thing that ever happened to me. So that's why I'm talking conflict resolution with you. That's why I think this class was meant to happen tonight and not 2 weeks ago. So here's what happened. The person leaves, I sit down, I reflect about it, and I go, oh shoot, I was really a jerk. Like I really did not behave well. So here's what I could do. One, I could ignore. I could totally ignore the scenario and let that person kind of reach out to me. Two, I could suck it up and I could send a text that says, hey, listen, I obviously was not behaving well. I'm really sorry. This is what happened. Or I don't know. Or I could just sort of sit there and like overthink it, stew about it, cry. That did cross my mind at one point. I could cry. But the Virgo in me doesn't usually let me do that. So anyways, I sat there for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and I sent a text message and I just said, so listen, that wasn't really cool of me. This is what happened. And the person just said, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, not really, but yeah, I'm okay. And they called me right away, which was lovely. And I think it was a really good chat. Like, I think it was really important. Thank you, Andrew. Proud of me for texting. That's what they said too. They were like, they had no idea what happened. They didn't even know what they said. They didn't know what they did. It's not that they did anything or said anything, but there was a few things that just kind of got to me. And they said the same thing. They're like, wow, you were so self-aware that you could text me instead of just like ignoring it. And that's why I wanted to talk to you guys again today about conflict resolution. What would you do in that scenario? So you know you behaved badly, you know you were triggered, you know you were wrong. What would you do? Honestly. Thank you, Lucia. Thank you, Sober Girl. What would you guys do? Because here's the question. The Chariot is all about victory. We want to be victorious, right? I don't like leaving things bad, you know? You would apologize. Yeah, good. That's important. Are we talking about will? No, we're not. No, we're not. But that's actually an interesting topic to talk about. You would have done the same thing? Yeah, you're all about owning it. Me too. Yeah. For you, it takes time to cool down. Is that because of the Scorpio nature, Veronica? I hate leaving things on bad terms. I do not like going to bed angry. I'm not a big fighter in the sense that push me to a certain point. Yeah, I mean, I will pick a battle and I will win it because I will selectively choose when I'm going to go there. But typically it's not about winning or losing. It's me. I'm not into fighting with anybody. I don't need to fight with anybody. You know? I love that you guys are saying you're not afraid to admit when you're wrong. But you always own it. So Veronica, in the end, right? So you stew over it, you kind of lose it, and then all of a sudden you kind of like cool down later. Yeah, I love that, Maria. You can't expect someone to apologize if you can't. Okay, so Mercy, you apologize, but maybe not till later, you know. Yeah. Yeah. I like to resolve things. Hi, Darlene. Nice to see you. You would worry about it, then apologize. Yeah, explain. Yeah, and that's what I did is as I explained myself. I was definitely in a mode of fear. So you guys won't know this yet. I'll talk about it when it's ready. But I'll tell you this much. I've made some very huge life decisions. And it all started when we did our class on Who Shuffles Your Cards with the Emperor. And that night that we talked about the Emperor, the very next day, I woke up and I said, gotta make a move. Gotta make a move. What if that person didn't react the way they did? That's a really good question. I'd like to think, hi Kara, I'd like to think that I surround myself with people who are like-minded and have a huge heart, and this person does. And I was really thankful, you know, I was really thankful for their care. And, you know, even when we're talking business, there's a human side, which is why I like good business. If you know this about me, you know, I teach entrepreneurship. I'm a business teacher. I'm an English teacher. I'm a French teacher. But I always tell my students that I believe in good business. I like being good to people because that encourages them to be good to you, right? And even when I make a mistake in the classroom, let's say I say something that I shouldn't. I mean, that's very rare, but in a classroom anyways, you know what I mean? I just mean, I'll always say, okay, sorry, you know, like, this is the reason why, or, you know, I should have handled this better. I always try to model that to my students, you know, and people around me. So I like good business. I don't think you have to be cutthroat. I mean, there are times when, yes, in business, you got to know how to go for it, and you got to know how to be strong, and you got to know how to handle yourself. And I do. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. But I do like good business. I don't like dealing with people when they're shady. I don't like dealing with stuff that's not on the up and up. You know what I mean? Like, there are times, I'll be honest with you, there are times when sometimes, bye Lucia, have a good night. There are times that I've had to turn down doing sessions with people. You know, sometimes I have to turn that down because I have to do what's right. And I have to protect my energy. And I think conflict resolution, hi Lynn, hi Heaven. I think sometimes conflict resolution means that you have to do what's best for you. Oh, I appreciate you too, Tanya. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. Do I know that someone has a fake account? I know. Hey, it's me, Lorna. Unfortunately, people are scammers. This is my only TikTok account. Hi, April. This is my only YouTube account that I have, my only Instagram. You brought new people? Jill, that's amazing. Guys, I'm on the road to 100K. I'm not far off. We are going to celebrate when I hit that 100K. I am so close right now. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So the energy right now, like I said, is very pop-offish. So if any of you are feeling like you're in that mode, hi Mama of Two, welcome. I have the best TikTok family and you're always welcome here. This card is the Chariot. So Kara, the Chariot is Cancerian energy, right? So who drives the Chariot? It's the Emperor. And the Emperor drives towards victory. And how do we get to victory, right? Sometimes we have to recognize, hi Randy, hi Zug. Sometimes we have to recognize the conflicts we have in our life, we have to think about how to resolve them, and we got to get to that victory, right? Hi, Free Spirit. Hi, Diana. Hi, Marita. Marita, we're just talking about the Chariot and conflict resolution and victory. So where do you need help right now in your life in regards to conflict resolution? You were just put in a spot where you had to handle a situation with grace and be the bigger person. Ash, I love that. I always believe in being the bigger person. Thank you, Lorna. I really appreciate it. Hi, Sandra. I'm feeling much better. Thank you. Thank you, Mama, too. This is a lithios crystal. I say that with such a enunciation because it's a T, all right, instead of a D. So where do you need help with conflict resolution? How can I help you with conflict resolution? You just want to give the same energy back. I understand. Forgiveness. Aw, April, that's so sweet of you. Know that what decision I make, it's going to be okay, even if they end up hating me. You know, Roxy, that's actually a really good point. Hi, Cat and Claws. I think sometimes that comes down to people pleasing. You know? Awesome, Randy. Randy, I will be on that very soon. You get mad very easily, Sandra? Okay. So people pleasing, getting mad quickly, your siblings, right? That means setting boundaries. And let's talk about some of those things. Boundaries do not happen overnight, right? So in other words, you've got to maintain your boundaries. I'll give you a very surface story. And that is that, you know, when I went through my divorce, or I was going through even my separation, I had to make a lot of boundaries. I had to say no to my parents. I had to say no to my grandmother. I had to say no to other people in my life. I had everybody pulling at me left, right, and center. And people were upset with me. They were very upset with me. Thank you, Freddie. They were very upset with me. And I said, you know, if you're upset with me for making a boundary, then I know I needed one in the first place. And nobody wants to make boundaries because it's an investment, right? Because it's not something that you do and all of a sudden everybody goes, okay, she's got boundaries or he's got boundaries. It takes time, right? So that's people pleasing. Now, when it comes to having a conversation or having closure, you know, breakups, having a hard time with forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about the other person. Forgiveness is about you. And so the thing about cheating that's really hard, yeah, people will always test your boundaries, 100%. The thing about cheating is this. You have to ask yourself, it's one thing to forgive somebody. Are we wearing almost the same top, Carrot? Well, of course we are. We're soul sisters. We can forgive but not forget. I mean, hi, Rob. I forgave many times. I forgave many times. But as my father used to always say to me as a child, you can only go to the bank so many times. I'm one of those people that I'm very forgiving up until a certain point. And again, I repeat myself, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. I may be very kind, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to let you get away with everything. I'm going to pick my battle. And when I'm ready, you're going to know it. So this is the thing. You can forgive, but is that person coming correct? Because it's the same thing I talk about all the time when people apologize. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And then they go do the same thing over again. After a while, that sorry means nothing. And then it's on you. You have to be the one to say, I'm cutting you off, and that's it, right? So it's very, very, very difficult. You've been taking your power back. Okay, I like that. So let's see. You forgave a lot the last time, but it was the worst. End up breaking the relationship and let him go. Sometimes you have to let people go. Sometimes you got to let people go. Don't apologize, change the behavior. You know, conflict resolution isn't just sweeping things under the rug. And I think that's what a lot of people do. When's the family photo coming? Carol, you're so cute. Hi, Melanie. We can't just sweep things under the rug, right? That's not conflict resolution. That's just putting it off for another day. And then it just compounds and it gets worse and worse and worse. And then it just explodes, right? He was in and out to make me look low. I'm a bigger person. Bella, I will say this. This is just me. You guys can do whatever you like. I always believe in taking the higher road. You will never see me stoop. I have been tested. I mean, I went through a very difficult situation with my ex-husband, and you know, I could have engaged, I could have smeared, I could have really gone there if I wanted to, and I didn't. I won't do it. I won't do it. It doesn't serve me. And that's the thing about conflict resolution. Remember what I always say. Don't worry about someone else's karma. You are not judge, jury, executioner. You are not responsible for other people's decisions. You're only responsible for you. And if you're sitting there focusing your time on what somebody else is doing and you're worried about them getting their karma, you're hurting your own energy. Bye, Lonnie. Have a wonderful evening. You know, it may feel good in the moment to tell somebody to, you know what, but what is it going to do in the end? What is it going to do? It's only going to bring this. It's only going to bring like this back to you. And what does Miro always say? You know, the universe doesn't lose an address. You don't have to worry. Your person, whoever it is, friend, family member, relationship, the universe knows their address. Is it really going to matter in the future? No. Because I look at where I'm at now and I say, I wish nothing but the best. I wish nothing but the best. I don't have to be in a relationship with him. I think he's a wonderful person. I don't need to be in a relationship with him, and that's okay. Right? But people are always testing, yes. You know, there are times when we want to pop off, but I really believe in maintaining our composure. How do you get through the hurt? So Ash, we have to let go of the narrative. We are not victims, and I'm not suggesting that that's what you're saying, but I think a lot of people like to tell a story and a narrative. You know, thank you, Philip, I appreciate it. I think we have to let go of this narrative. People don't want to let go because they think that it negates what happened to them. It's like saying, well, if I forgive you, that means this didn't happen. If I move on, this didn't happen. And we have to remember that moving on doesn't mean that we forget the past, right? What it means is that we're bigger than that. We're better than that. Because if you want to stay in that old energy, you're just going to hurt yourself. Do you think that person's over there crying over you at night? Sadly, probably not. You know? And I mean that in like, I'm not talking just relationships. I'm talking about work. I'm talking about friendships. You know, yeah, it could be love, right? Yeah, exactly, Rachel. We don't forgive them for them. We forgive them for us. And I mean, I can think of a lot of scenarios where I could have been mad and I could have smeared. It's just not in my nature. It just isn't. So I think that it's really important that we let go of the narrative, and you have to want to let go. So let's sum it up here for a moment, because tonight's class is a little bit short, but the lesson is surrender. It's exhausting. Stop fighting yourself. The more you fight yourself, the harder it's going to get. And some people don't learn this until they have the tower moment, until they've been kicked while they're down. Not literally, but you know what I mean. When you're on the floor and you just can't go any lower, like you can't go any more through the floor than where you're at. And I know that feeling. Trust me, I do. I've been there. But you'll know when you hit that low, because you'll never, ever, ever entertain that thought, that feeling, that experience ever, ever again. Thank you, Shebug. I appreciate your kind words. Sometimes these are things we need to hear. And I think the lesson right now is just letting go. Is forgiveness a necessity? No, I don't think so. Depends on the person. I think it depends on the person. Aw, thanks, Mish. God, universe, and spirituality. Gus, yeah, God, universe, and spirituality. Have you been talking about communication in class? Nice. Letting go, you pray for this. Yeah, it's affecting your home. Well, this is the thing. You have to ask yourself, how important is the argument to you? How important is the fight? How important is the revenge? How important is being right? Like, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? You want to be right? You want to be happy? Which one is it? Because I think what it is... Oh, thank you, Rob. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Mercy, do you want to do a spot on Saturday? Yeah, we do. The New Moon Manifestation Zoom workshop. If anybody wants to join Miro and I think we have a few spots on Saturday. And also, it's Saturday at noon. And we also have another one coming up, obviously, the next month. So if you don't make it onto this list, then we can add you to the next list. We can add you to the next list. It's $44. $44 US. What we do is we talk about the astrological aspects. We do a mini collective reading for everybody. And then we do mini readings for our group members. And 3 cards from me, 3 cards from Miro. And you can ask a specific question. We have a lovely group. We bond together. We listen to each other. Yes, I did. Yeah, Marita, I sent one today. Yeah. So, Kara, you asked me how much time I have. I could actually do a very, very quick mini collective reading if you guys would like that, just to feel out the energy today. Why don't we do that? And I'll post it. I'll post this on YouTube. And yeah, we want peace. What if they won't reason, Roxy? Roxy, this is the thing that we've talked about, right? We can't regulate people. Okay? We can't regulate people. If somebody doesn't want to reason, if somebody doesn't want to be in a relationship, if somebody doesn't want to engage, they have the right to not engage. And so you have to ask yourself, how much do you want to fight and how much do you want to push? You're right, Andrea, because we can only control ourselves. You can't force somebody, I'm not saying you, Roxy, I'm saying one. One can't force something. If somebody doesn't want to do something, there's no pushing in the world that's going to make it happen. Hi, Oki. Do I do couples card reading? Yes, I do, Nightmare. I like, as in, like, I've had couples in front of me where I read both their cards together. I do love readings for you to check the energy of your love connection. Anybody who wants to book a personal reading can go to my website. Now, I should make a disclaimer just because this came up the other day, and that is that I'm a one-woman show, and respectfully, I try to respond to my emails as soon as I possibly can. There's a queue. I get many, many emails for my bookings. So in other words, I just go down the queue. If I don't respond to you, it has nothing to do with me ignoring you or not providing you a service. This has to do with the fact that I go down the queue of my list. And so just as a disclaimer, I get to you as soon as I possibly can. And that's it. Okay. So let's do a little mini collective reading. I'll do a very quick one for us and we'll kind of feel out where the energy's at. Okay. So, oh, thank you so much, Ash. I really appreciate it. I hope that this helped you. It felt like time went by really quickly. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. I really appreciate it. So let's see. What's our current energy today? Hi, Ashley. Look at this King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is somebody who's in it for the long haul. Somebody's got the Midas touch. Somebody who is absolutely, you know, stable. Stable. Okay. So let's see what other card goes with this. You'll take them, Fernanda? I'll take them too. I'll take them too. Thank you, Oki. Don't make things complicated for yourself. This is the burn it all down energy that I was talking about. You have stability. It is a slow journey. It's going to be okay. But understand that you can't make things complicated. Don't make things worse for yourself. How are Taurus and Sagittarius together, Kara? Not the easiest. That's not impossible. It depends on the chart, obviously. Hi, Lindsay. Blessings to you too. Hi, Jean Marie. How are you feeling? Let's see, what is our potential or challenge? You burned it all down on the dating app. Mel, I feel ya. I feel ya. Let's see, what is our potential or challenge? We're manifesting. That is a potential. It's a potential when you're patient. It's a potential when you have positive thoughts. It's a potential when you're feeling what you want to manifest. But it's a challenge when you have negative thinking and you want to burn it all down and you want to react and you want to throw a hissy fit. That was me yesterday, and I'm guilty as charged for being not so kind. Now, I redeemed myself, of course, but why is Taurus so slow, Fernanda? I got a PhD in T, and I can tell you, yes, earth signs can be quite slow. You want to burn it all down, Jean Marie? I get it. But here's the thing. We can't go busting out the miracle girl. Let me remind everybody this. Fernanda, Jean Marie, we all are guilty at times of wanting things quicker than what is in front of us. And we can't go busting out, thank you, Lindsay, we can't go busting out that miracle girl. That's what we're doing. We're trying to push things along. We can't force something. And it's what I said earlier. We don't need to have let's get back to this for a second. We don't need to have the what are we conversation, because in my mind, what I've learned about that conversation is if you have to have that conversation, that's a red flag right there. It should just be known. There shouldn't even be a need to have that conversation, because that means everything is aligned. That means everything is a vibrational match, right? Oh, Kara, I talked about it earlier. I'll post on YouTube, you'll see. So in other words, be aware that we can't just push everything. Pisces are slow too, Phil? Yeah, Pisces can run hot and cold. This is a little bit of a difficulty with Pisces, and I love Pisces. I really do. My best friend is a Pisces. I understand Pisces men. They're lovely, but I think they can run a little bit hot and cold. But I think that's water signs too, in general, right? Libra men are indecisive. Yes, Jean Marie. Mm-hmm. Like, exactly. Do you want instant gratification? Do you want to force it? Because in the long run, it's just going to come back. It's like an elastic. You're gonna pull that elastic, and then it's gonna come back and hit you. I would say not to force anything. We are going to be in the Pisces moon. Yep. For Cancer, another water sign, an earth sign. There's a catalyst for change here, number 33. I've been seeing 33 like crazy. This is a catalyst for change. And I think right now we need change. We want different, we have to do different. What do we need to focus on today? Plan your future. Make a decision. What do you want to do? Clearly decide what you want. Honestly, don't sit there in confusion. Hi, Carrie. 2 cards came out here. The Woman card and the Temperance card. This is the Knight of Wands. This is passion in the pants. I think this woman here, this feminine energy, has got passion in the pants. She's feeling pretty feisty. She's looking to go out into the world. She wants that passion, right? She wants that passion. She wants to feel passionate. She wants to feel alive. She wants to be in situations that make her feel alive. And that's the thing, Fernanda. You are fire. You are fire. And you want to feel lit. You want somebody that walks in and is going to light you up. You need someone that's going to lead. And this is the problem. Hi, David. This is the problem. We, at times, are way too much in our masculine energy. You have to receive. You got to let somebody lead. And that's very hard because we don't always know how to receive. And so you need to be, surrounding yourself with energy that's going to lead and light you up, not run. The reason why they're running is because you're too much in your masculine energy. Yeah, Fernanda's an Aries. Yeah, she is, Jean Marie. It is hard, Lena, but it's true. We got to let other people lead sometimes. Oops, sorry, I just kicked the table here. Let's see, what is our recent past? The Wheel of Fortune. We're moving towards our destiny. We're shifting. We're changing. And it's okay to change. Change is a good thing. Change doesn't have to be scary. It can be a wonderful thing, right? Bye, Jill. This is divine intervention. This is perfect timing. The shift is happening for a reason. You're going to be okay. We're all going to be okay, right? Remember Ram Dass? We said we're just here to walk everybody home. Or walk each other home. Isn't that what it is? We're here to walk each other home. So what is our strength today? We unite. We celebrate. This is reunion. This is celebration. We need to have a good time. We need to party. Why are we so serious all the time? You know, I said this yesterday. Why? Why do we get into these deep conversations? Hi, Melody. Did I get your email with the bracelet? Did you just send it to me? Because you're right. I didn't send you one today because I sent out the invoices today. And I did go through my emails. Dr. Joe Dispenza will be in Virginia. Oh, I would love to see Dr. Joe. That's my dream. Yes, I did, Nightmare. Yes, I did. As of March. Amazing, Ash. There's the butterfly. We are going through a metamorphosis, a transformation, an evolution. Tracy, you didn't get an email? Tracy, send me an email for the bracelet because I can send that to you as soon as possible. I was hoping that I didn't miss anybody. This is like last call for anybody that wants the Trust the Process bracelet, which is the amethyst and howlite. It's $50. Shipping in the US is $20 for the bracelet. I tried my very best. They've been upping fuel prices and shipping. The butterfly means metamorphosis. Be open, embrace, evolution of the soul, rising up. So let's see, what is our near future? Stop being worried. Just stop. Kelly says stop it. Don't worry. There's no need to worry. Look, Four of Wands, trust and stability. The bracelet is for anxiety, better sleep, psychic abilities, intuition, and calmness. Now, speaking of popping off, this is what will help ground you and calm you. Hi, Lisa. Four of Wands is 1111. Union, stability, marriage. Aw, thank you, Rachel. There's the stars. You're blessed. Wishes are coming true. It's your fate. It's your destiny. Everything is working out exactly the way that it's supposed to. So let's see. If you want to order one, please let me know. How do you order? Send me an email. Right now, I'm in the process of getting all the invoices sent out. If there's somebody that I missed, please send me an email and remind me. I have a list of people, but for some strange reason, sometimes when I go, I'm a one-woman show, so I do my very best. It's nothing personal if I've missed anybody, but send me an email. If you did not get an invoice today, send me an email. I'm in Canada. Yes, Ash. So what is our suggested approach? You can't make it up. Trust the process. TTP. This is why I say this bracelet means so much to me. I don't know if you guys realize how much it means to me. Those of you who've been with me for a while, you know. Trust the process is the best lesson I've ever learned in my life. It came from a very interesting time of my life, right? You know, the twin flame journey. And this is where I got, you know, this understanding of trust the process. So whenever I look at my wrist, when I'm wearing this, I say, trust the process, Kelly. Just like it was said to me, trust the process, Kelly. And I remember thinking at the time, I didn't even ask what that meant. I let the person walk out my door and I stood there like an idiot. And I was like, trust the process. Well, geez, I learned that lesson, certainly. I really did. So, okay, Melody, I'll go back through and look. No problem. But this, it can't make it up. This is trust the process. He's the slowest moving knight in the deck. This is the one where like you offer the cup to him 1,000,000 times, and what does he do? He ignores it. He says, I'm gonna go through till the very end, even if I'm wrong, and then I'm gonna make a move. That's when the Aries energy picks up with this card, right? It's Taurus and Aries energy. So that's what we need to know. Now let's see. There's the love, Celtic knot, divine love, unconditional, divine union. Let's see, what do we need to know right now? Two of Swords, we got to make a decision. We got to make a decision. What are you going to do? New energy or old energy? New energy or old energy? What do you want? Hola, my friend. The Fool. Trust and take a leap of faith. There's your answer. Stop sitting in the old energy and go for the new. You've heard of people say G's. The longest G's my grandmother would have. My Pisces grandmother. The longest G's you've ever heard in your life. Seriously, I wish I had that on camera somewhere. She would have been really funny for TikTok. You know when you see grandmothers on TikTok? My grandmother, oh my goodness, my little Ukrainian grandmother, she would have been, whew, she would have provided some great TikToks. So let's see, what is our hope and or fear? Hope and or fear. Clarity. You want clarity. You want epiphanies. You want to know. Signs, synchronicities. Ask and you shall receive. Oh, thank you, Lynn. I appreciate it. And there's the key. There's 33 again. I said it earlier. We had 33. Now we have 33 again. It's a really, that number's coming out a lot. You have the key. The key to your downloads. You have it. The key's inside of you. You know what it is actually? The key's your heart. Yeah, my Outlook email. Yes. Let's see what is... Oh, you were born in Ukraine? Amazing, Lynn. My grandmother was Ukrainian. My grandfather was Polish. And my father is Northern Germany. So I have that side of my father, that German side, and then the Ukrainian and Polish side of my mother's. And this is what is our probable outcome. We're going to run forward. We're going to go on an adventure. We're going to hop on that motorbike and we're going to go for it. And I don't want to hear anybody hold themselves back. If I got to tell you every day that you got to make it, I'm going to do it. If you got to make it or break it, you always make it. Hi, Fran. You always make it. You never, ever, ever let yourself lay down and die. You never let yourself be held back. You get up and you go. You trust the process and you go. Oh, Angel, that's amazing. Angel, send me an email and tell me whether you'd like a small medium or a medium large. Now, the size that I'm wearing is the small medium. It's like I'm on the second to third hole of my Apple Watch, small medium size. So that would be a small medium in the bracelet. And the price is $50. Shipping is $20. Oh, well, thank you, Lindsay. Well, Lindsay, I believe it's important to build a rapport. We're a family here. For anybody that's new here or who doesn't know me, I'm really big on interaction. I want us to have open, honest talks. We're friends, we're family. This is what we do every day. And so that Knight of Swords, we're going to run forward. And look, there's the sun. There's a yes. This says bringer of life. Live your life. Don't hold back anymore. None of this BS anymore. Stop fighting yourself. If you want to live, live. Go and do what you gotta do. You have one life that you're conscious of. Go live it. Live it to the max. This is a yes card. This is masculine energy. Yes, because of your heart. Yeah, exactly, Cindy. I'm going to do a power of surrender, but I do have to go, unfortunately. Yeah, that was deep, Lindsay. It was. We got deep there for a second. What do we need to surrender or surrender to? Surrender your fear of change. And look at the sun that's shining right here. You can't make it out. You have one life that you're conscious of. We have amnesia when we come back. We have amnesia. Hi, Dana. But I want you to surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. Okay? Everybody, I love you so, so much. And I appreciate each and every one of you who comes here, talks to me, engages with me, likes my videos, comments, shares. You guys don't even have to do that. And you do it out of the kindness and goodness of your heart. And I want you to know how much I appreciate you and how much I send lots and lots of love. Okay? I'll post this on YouTube. And we will do Who Shuffles Your Cards at our regular time, fingers crossed. I know I've got major changes going on in my life, but I appreciate that you guys are so adaptable and that you're here for me and that you care for me and that we're on this journey together, right? Tomorrow, Kara, I don't know what time I'll be live tomorrow. Probably around my usual time. I'm thinking around 5, I think. I love you guys so, so much. Yeah. What you want to become is on the other side of fear. 100%. You're welcome, Steph. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, and I will see you soon. Thank you for being here with me. Have a good night, everybody.